up, everybody? Gemini here. Hope you all are having a great day. I'm here with another build and tune. This time it's going to be for A-Class, and it's going to be on the 1967 Lamborghini Miura, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this build and tune is for a series that is going on over at Stella Stig's YouTube channel. Pretty much what the series is, you build and tune a A-Class car. It can be anything, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, all wheel drive, it's all up to you. It has to be an A-Class, and that's pretty much it. So what this series is about is you build and tune any car you want, and you send it over to Stella Stig. It can be through Xbox. It could be through a message here on YouTube. I'll leave you all the links for you to get in touch with him if you guys are interested in participating in the series. I'll leave his YouTube, Facebook, and I think his Twitch. So if you guys want to get involved, just like I said, build and tune a car and send it over to him. And what he does, he takes the build and tune and he races your car on the Top Gear test track and see what the car is capable of. After he runs your car, he'll post your time on a leaderboard that he came up with, and keeping track of all the cars sent into him. Pretty cool. So this is my second entry. My first entry was a BMW M3, the 91, and it got a third place position, but I was knocked down to fourth. So this is my second entry, and I think it will do a little bit better because I was able to go second faster with this car. Alright, we're going to start from right to left here. We're going to start with the conversions. As you can see, we got a stock drivetrain, and that's the only conversion available. Alright, arrow and appearance, we're going to go with the front and rear Forza wings. Alright, over to the tires and rims. We're going to start off with the race tire compound. We go with 235s for the front and 255s for the rear. Rims, I went with the lightest rims, one of the lightest rims available, with the TSWs with the Star Trek 4 rims. Rim size, I left it stock, front and rear. Alright, over to the drivetrain, we're going to go with a stock clutch, a sport transmission, a race driveline, and a race differential. Alright, platform and handling, we're pretty much installing all the race upgrades with the race brakes, race springs and dampers, front and rear anti-roll bars, a race roll cage, and a race weight reduction. After I show you the tune, I'm going to show you my opening lap of a 115.383. Alright, so that was a race air filter, a race manifold, a stock carburetor, a race ignition, a race exhaust, stock cams, race valves, race displacement, with raised pistons and compression, stock oil and cooling, which I really never upgrade on, and a stock flywheel. Alright, and that is our build. On over to the tune. We're going to go with 28.5 higher pressure for the front and 28.0 for the rear. Alright, the final drive is 4.45. Front camber, negative 0.1 and negative 0.7 for the rear. 0.1 front toe and negative 0.3 for the rear, and with a front caster angle of 5.5. Front anti-roll bars, 21.00 and 22.50 for the rear. Front spring, 508.5 and 539.5 for the rear, and a ride height of 3.8 for the front and rear. Okay, front rebound, 9.6 and 10.1 for the rear, with a front bump stiffness of 4.2 and 4.8 for the rear. Alright, we're going to go full downforce on the front and rear. The front at 100 and the rear at 200. Alright, this is how I set up my brakes with 47% balance and 145 pressure. Well, it all depends. I don't always set my brakes like that, but alright, here we are at our final settings with the differential at 30% acceleration and 19% deceleration. Alright, now I'm just going to go on Top Gear test track, like I said before, and show you my opening lap, and just to show you what this car is capable of. Take care, guys. Peace.